We have a massive update regarding Christian Koloko as he has been officially cleared to play by the NBA. This is from ESPN's Shams Charania, as this has major implications for JJ Redick and the Lakers, as this could impact the rotation, as he could be a player that could help out their star Anthony Davis in that center rotation. What's good? I'm Okechi Apakama, and this is Lakers Digest coming at you with another video. And before we get into everything we have for you for today's video, guys, I just want to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to get those Laker updates, especially with the season going underway. The Lakers are on a really good start, so you guys don't want to miss any of that action. So subscribe to Lakers Digest. Now, with that out the way, let's hop straight into the major news that we have for you today, as the Lakers, Christian Koloko has been cleared to play. So we have been waiting. There hasn't been really any words or notion that this would happen, but we finally got the big news today from Shams Charania that Christian Koloko has been cleared to play. So this came out earlier today here, as he's been medically cleared to play from the NBA, the fitness to play to panel, and he'll begin participating with the Lakers this week to ramp up for the first time since April 2023 from a blood clot issue that threatened his career. So, first and foremost, congratulations to Christian Koloko for making his way back, because those can be very scary. It happened to Chris Bosh in his career, and then that ended up making him retire. So, for him to come back from this, great for him. But for the Lakers, this is massive, because they have been pretty shallow at that center spot with only Anthony Davis and Jackson Hayes at the helm. Now you can throw in another guy in Christian Koloko, and he's got some real defensive upside potential that can really help out JJ Redick and this staff. Because Christian Koloko, in the early parts of his career, as he only had two career seasons, but the second one was missed because of the blood clots. But the first season, he did show some promise as an early second-round pick. And there was just a couple of things that was said by him, as Christian Koloko was selected by the Raptors as a 33 overall pick in the 2022 NBA draft, and he received critical acclaim for his final season as a collegiate level, earning a Defensive Player of the Year and a Most Improved Player honors in the Pac-12. So Koloko, he played well at Arizona, and then he really thrust himself into NBA scouts, and then that's why the Raptors took him at 33. And then for the season, during his rookie season in the 2022 to 2023 season, Koloko continued to showcase his remarkable upside on the defensive end of the floor as well as the offensive glass. Koloko averaged 3.1 points and 2.9 rebounds in about 13.8 minutes per game, which is unlikely to inspire hope or intrigue in a limited time frame. However, he averaged about 1.4 offensive rebounds and 1.3 blocks per contest. Those figures translate to 3.8 offensive rebounds and 2.6 blocks per 36 minutes. That type of reduction the Lakers would undoubtedly benefit from in 2024-2025, and that is big there, those offensive rebounds and blocks, because the centers in the rotation, this is what Jackson Hayes has mostly been asked to do some of those just role player tasks. So let's set hard screens, be in the right spots on defense, rebound, and this is things that Christian Koloko can do at a very high level for his young age. So he can really find himself getting in some playing time if he showcases that he can this talent that he displayed when he was with the Toronto Raptors. But Christian Koloko can be a huge benefit for this Lakers, like I said, on that defensive end, because of what he can do. He's got some switchability to him, which is kind of unique about him, but he's also a pretty good shot blocker, so he can be a guy that also helps spell a guy like Anthony Davis, especially in some of those non-AD minutes where the Lakers can struggle defensively. This guy can be a plus defender on that end, on that side of the ball. A little bit different from a guy like Jackson Hayes, who's a little bit more of an offensive-minded center in the way where he has very strong roll gravity. He's a good screen center and he's a good lob threat. Now, Koloko on the offensive side of the ball is similar to that realm, but he is not as a high level as a guy like a Jackson Hayes is, but he can still do some things, so he's pretty serviceable on that end. But the defensive side of the ball is where I am really excited to see Christian Koloko, because as the Lakers need some more defensive players on this roster, we're still missing Jared Vanderbilt, and he is a major cog to this, but adding a defensive player that you can throw in certain spots and hopefully get some big minutes played, because that is ultimately what the Lakers are trying to look for. Because that gets me to my next topic here, as what can Koloko add to the Lakers? And it's just right there, the defense. The defensive capabilities, the switchability, the block shots, defensive reboundings, all the important things that you need out of a backup center to spell minutes out of a guy like Anthony Davis, or possibly if he plays well enough, you play him with Anthony Davis, and then you can figure out some crazy things on that side of the ball, because we already know about Anthony Davis's versatility on defense, where he can guard essentially 1 through 5, and then you have Christian Koloko, who has some switchability to him, so you wonder how good can he be with the guy like Anthony Davis on that side of the ball. Those two guys have massive wingspan, so they can cover a lot of ground in a short amount of time period. And then you couple that in with maybe an engaged LeBron, and then you see how the way some guys like Rui Hachimura has been playing this early starts of the season, a guy like Dalton Connect off the bench. There can be a lot of different combinations that you can throw in with a guy like Koloko to really add to this Lakers squad and add to what they can do off the bench, as the Lakers haven't really had too much scoring or punch off the bench. It's mostly been their starters doing all the damages for them in their wins. But if you can add a guy, like I said, like a Koloko, that can really shore you up defensively, then it can free up a lot of guys offensively to really start getting in their bag and start doing different things. I think a guy like Dalton Connect can really benefit from having a guy like him, because he's not the best defender, but he's gonna be a guy that's gonna use that effort and try his best, and also use that athleticism that he's got. And then if you back that up with a Christian Koloko, then you finally got something there, and then maybe you can have some really good units with AD off the floor, and that can really benefit your Lakers squad, because the Lakers are playing extremely well when Anthony Davis is playing. But if you can get some plus minutes with him off the floor, this really changes the equation and changes how people should view the Lakers. So hoping that Christian Koloko can work his way back. So he is going to probably take some time to get in NBA game shape, and he was working out during most of the summer and really getting his reps in. But I really do envision him to play a few games with the G League squad. Their season doesn't start till November 9th, so we'll see if that comes to fruition, or if he starts playing NBA games first, and then that will be sort of like his runway to try to get into basketball shape. But with how strict JJ Redick has been with that 9-man rotation, I do more envision Koloko getting minutes in the G League first, then it translating to the NBA minutes, and then obviously seeing what happens with other guys in the roster, like Christian Wood. We'll see when he comes back and see if he impacts rotation on that front. But a guy like Christian Koloko, it is very exciting to see him finally get cleared to play, and hopefully he can add that defensive prowess that the Lakers have been missing from that backup 5 spot. But that is probably going to be it for this video, guys. Let us know in the comments down below of what you think of a guy like Christian Koloko, and what you think he can add to this Laker team, and for the Lakers to do it essentially at no cost, as he is just one of the two-way guys, and he's going to be a guy that's spending some time within the G League with the South Bay Lakers, and then also with the big club Lakers squad. And also, one more thing for me, guys, there is about 78% of you guys who have not subscribed to the channel just yet. And if you want more of that Laker content, that action, especially with the way the Lakers have started off this season, you guys want to make sure you guys are subscribed to Lakers Digest so you don't miss any of that action. Now, I have been your host, Okechi Apakama, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.